Hello there and welcome back to Truth in Politics with me, Brenda Keegan. And on today's episode, we have been joined by Matthew Wasonga, a political analyst. We want to discuss and know what is happening in our political world. Karibu sana Mr. Matthew Wasonga.
Asante sana Keegan. Nimefurahi kwa na nyinyi tena leo. Tuongee mawili machache venye nchi inaendelea.
Mengi may happen tangu the last interview we had.
Yeah,
first and foremost, I want you to introduce yourself to our new viewers.
Okay, to our viewers, my name's Wasonga Matthew, a political analyst and strategist based in Rongai.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's get straight into it.
Yes.
Let's talk about the recent demonstrations. This week we didn't have any demonstrations from the Azimio coalition protesting against the high cost of living to the government.
Yes.
Let's talk about what happened in the last weeks. We saw property destruction, loss of lives, and police brutality. But let's start with the loss of lives.
Yeah.
What is your take on that?
It's very unfortunate that we lost some innocent Kenyans who their main problem was just protesting against the cost of living. And I want to condemn with the strongest term possible the killing of those individuals.
Okay.
So police are saying that these guys were actually criminals. But if you look at it, let us call a spade and condemn the police brutality. Because from all indication, hakuna mwenye alikufa kwa kupigwa na mawe.
Yeah.
All died as a result of gunshot. So it should not be at this era. Police should not use excess force in handling the protesters, because you remember, Madam Keegan, ya kwamba demonstration is a legal right.
Yes.
As a citizen, it's our right to demonstrate and to picket. So the kazi ya polisi is to provide security for both the demonstrators na wenye wako kwa maandamano.
You've just said that it is our right to demonstration as per the constitution.
Exactly.
But why do you need stones?
Now that is where we you know the constitution demand for a peaceful demonstration. Now the question is, you know, let us not look at the problem, but let us look at the source of the problem.
Yeah.
During demonstration, where do the stones and the tear gas come in? Where do they start? Do they start from the word go, who always bring chaos that by the end of the day tunapata kuna vurugu sana?
Yeah.
Unaona? If you watch at the videos zile za maandamano, una realize that this demonstration always start as peaceful.
Yes.
Zinaanzanga zikiwa peaceful. But the moment police wanarusa tear gas, hell break loose. Hapo ndio unapata wananchi wanaanza kurushia polisi mawe, polisi nao wanarushia tear gas. So I think as a police officers, I will take the lion's share of the blame to the police. Because these are trained individuals, they are trained personnel.
Yes.
They should know how to handle crowd, and they should even know how to handle the rowdiness in the crowd without injuring the innocent people. You will remember that even some of those who lost their life during the last demos, some of them were not even part of the demonstrators.
Yeah.
Some of them were just going on their day-to-day businesses. Which also the government did say is that hii maandamano is not part of the government program. Kama wewe ni mwanabiashara, fungua biashara yako, endelea na biashara yako. But those wenye walifungua biashara yao, wengine waliwawa na polisi. Some are even nursing gun wounds.
Yeah, you know, but most business people are afraid.
Yes.
When we talk to most of them, unapata mtu anasema, I can't open my business because there was a time demonstration ili happen and so many shops were broken into, vitu zikaibiwa until hata tuko na hadi supermarket.
Exactly.
So, hii demonstration, is it peaceful?
The demonstration that we've experienced is not peaceful. And the violence in the demonstration imechangiwa sana sana na mapolisi. Meaning I will blame police in this. Kwa sababu gani? Kazi ya polisi, you know, when we demonstrate, it's the constitutional demand that we notify the police that to demonstrate. Let's say instant Rongai, the business community in Rongai wanataka ku demonstrate. We will demonstrate from point A to point B, whereby we will submit our submission to the necessary authorities. When we say that, police will not stop us from reaching our destination.
Yes.
Actually, they should guide us to that destination. Okay, because tumesema tuta petition the county commissioner. For instance, let's say we are going to petition the deputy county commissioner, Kajiado North. So our work will be from Masai Lodge to the county commissioner's office. Why? Kwa nini tukifika, let's say tukifika hapa now from police waanze kurusa tear gas? That is what caused chaos. Okay, and this easy maduka zenye watu have broken into these shops. Where were the police? Because it should be the duty of the police to protect the property of other people, not to throw tear gas or to throw live bullets. If this guy broke into this shop and police walikuwa hapo, assume police walikuwa hapo mbele ya duka, awange broke into those shops or even those supermarkets. Because one thing is to know that easy supermarket employ a lot of people. Okay, but police always, you know, sometimes we don't need violence. And police will just, I think our police service, let them go by their name. It's not a police force, it's a police service. So they should not use that force in handling the crowd.
Yes. And I've seen the Azimio coalition saying that those people who are destroying properties are goons that are brought into demonstrations to act as people demonstrating against the cost of living. Lakini, chini ya goons wamelipwa ku destroy property.
I will not say whether they are goons or not. But what I will say is that our police service should differentiate between criminals and how to handle criminals. If let's say I'm a criminal and I want to niende maandamano nijifiche ndani ya maandamano to do that the criminal act. The police will be able, because these guys are trained again, to identify, now these are criminals, and let's handle them as criminals. But now these are demonstrators. Okay? And again, it will be now also be a shared responsibility between the organizers of the demonstrations and the police. Whereby, if now I want to organize a demonstration, you ensure that the demonstration imefikia ile malengo ulikuwa unataka. Whatever you wanted to achieve. Without loss of life and loss of properties. Personally, I'm always against violence and loss of life and loss of properties.
Talking about the police service, in the latest demonstrations, we saw ununiformed police officers masking themselves as journalists. Wakiwa hapo, they're pretending to be journalists and then they attack the demonstrators.
Exactly, that's what I was talking about. Now let me give you an example. You know, sometimes, and the Inspector General of Police will take responsibility for this, because we cannot go that way as a country. There's an incident that happened that a tear gas was thrown at these young children. Then the father came out to confront the police. The guy was arrested. Why? Why was he being arrested? Alifanya makosa gani ndiye ashikwe? The guy was just hungry, which is just nearly a father will do that. Even me, I will do that. You cannot mess with my child and you expect me to laugh with you. Hata wewe huwezi kubali ama ni aje? Exactly. So why was this guy being arrested? And why must the police throw tear gas kwa watoto? Watoto sasa wako na makosa gani? So I think the Inspector General of Police and the IPOA should take note. So that even within the police service, within the police, if there are some wrong police officers, then this will not be allowed to taint the name of the National Police Service. Let them be relieved of their duty. Or let them be treated like criminals, because we cannot have criminals within the police department. When a police officer disguised as a journalist, now how do we even want the public even to trust the media and the journalist? So how? Because mtu anakuja ni kama ni cameraman, kumbe ni polisi, and he go about doing all manner of things ununiformed. Okay, hata ana uniform, unanielewa? So the National Police Service, through the Inspector General of Police and the IPOA, will take note of this and try to clean the police service.
Okay, yesterday we saw a tweet from the President, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. He was addressing the Azimio coalition leader Raila Amolo Odinga, akisema he's going to Tanzania, but when he comes, he is open for discussion. And Raila Odinga received that not lightly. Alisema it is not appropriate for him to reach out through social media. Angeweza kumpigia kuna namba yake. What do you think about that?
One thing I want to say that apart from the political differences, I believe these guys are friends.
Yeah.
And let nobody fight over politician. Politicians are friends. They are just like actors. You know, we can be actors. On the screen, we are enemies. Behind the scene, we are friends. That's more like politicians. Because if you look at all these guys from President Ruto, Raila Odinga, or Uhuru, in one way or the other, they've worked together for a common goal.
Yeah.
So when Raila said, what I want to plead with these two leaders, because they are statesmen, they can sit down as leaders and talk. Okay, they can sit down at their own level, even as friends, and talk. So because now, if you look at what the country need now, we need solutions. We don't need more problem.
Yeah.
The cost, it's true, the cost of living is too high, and at this point of time, we need solutions. We don't need side source. We don't need blame games. We don't need problem. The only thing I can tell the president is that you are the president of the Republic of Kenya. You are a symbol of national unity. And you are the father of the nation, as it is now. So it's good for you to try and bring peace in your country.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I want us to talk about, we saw police force being withdrawn from Mama Ngina.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Was it right?
No, it was not. It was not right. You know, Mama Ngina Kenyatta is the first lady of the Republic of Kenya. And not just being that, the first lady is the wife to the founding president, the late Jomo Kenyatta. So I think by right, you know, giving security to Mama Ngina Kenyatta or the former president Uhuru Kenyatta is not something, I don't know how to put it. It's not something that the government is doing out of sympathy or what. It's something that it's by the constitution. Okay, they are entitled to security from the government. Okay, so withdrawing such security, we expect the interior ministry to give us explanation as to why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so finally tumemalizia, and we have come to the end of our discussion here. Keep it locked at Top TV, Truth in Politics, where we bring you what is happening in our political world. We bring our various political leaders right here in this seat to discuss politics. My name is Brenda Keegan, and I'm going to see you on the next episode.